Alright, so we're trying to order some compounds from lowest to highest boiling point. And boiling point is an intensive property. So we can say that it comes from the chemical makeup of these compounds. And a real easy way to study the chemical makeup is mainly the type of bonds. And we're going to concern ourselves with bond type. So, let's look at each of these compounds in turn and determine which ones have which bond structure. So hexane is C6H14. It's going to look like this. There's H's off of all of those. Okay. And carbon and hydrogen are not electronegative. And they're not ions. So they must have covalent bonding. Okay, so now let's look at water. Water is H2O, and it looks like that. And oxygen is very electronegative. So we can say that this is polar bonding. Okay, now let's look at sodium chloride. And that's NaCl. But we know that this is a salt, which means that this is made up of ions. And ions mean that it's ionic bonding. Okay, and stronger bonds require more energy to break. And we can make a little bond strength note. That covalent is weaker than polar, which is weaker than ionic. So we can say that boiling point is going to be higher for ionic, low for covalent, and middle for polar. And if we look at the types of bonding that we have in all of our compounds given, we can say that the lowest boiling point must be covalent bonds. So that must be hexane. And then the second is going to be for polar bonding, which is water. And then the highest boiling point is going to be for strong ionic compounds, like sodium chloride. Number 3.